welcome to Through My Eyes. This is an episode where we have music, movies, and other kinds of entertainment reviews. Through My Eyes, we will analyze these different events and content as they come the most relatable. And today's going to be very, very special. Very, very special because for this particular episode, we have a guest, a very good friend of mine, a very, very special person to me, a very, very knowledgeable somebody that on a normal level, he knows more than Albert Einstein. And his name is... Make I introduce you? He will do the intros himself. So yes.
Hello, Through My Eyes viewers. My name is Wisdom Ebong, and today I'm an honorable guest on this episode. So watch out for today's review. You will like it very well.
We're going to have so much fun today, just so you know.
Now the kind of fun where you're talking argument, I know.
I have some slight argument, just so you know.
That is kind of fun if you know that. You just like to argue. Anybody that knows this person, just like. But
you know what he's saying. So don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. I want you to get notified each time we come up, and yeah, let's get going. For this particular episode, we're going to review a movie, a series. Yeah, series. You know, series be.
Well, like it's technically a movie.
Yeah, okay. Technically a movie, so we're going to review a series called House of Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
It's House of the Dragon? Okay.
Yeah, it should be. You want
House of the Dragon. We'll review an album. We'll let you know which album we're reviewing soon. So yes, let's get going. Personally, I have a lot of things to say about the movie, but Wisdom is here. So I would love to hear what
You should go first. Like,
I should go first.
Yeah, let's hear what we have to say about it.
For me, like, if I'm going to go from the general view of the season, I think that I've always said it personally. I think I've said it to him before here, that House of the Dragon's only luck is they have a very good series like Game of Thrones before House of the Dragon. So most of us are still stuck to House of the Dragon because we know what we could get from Game of Thrones. Like, if I was separating them from each other, and there's House of the Dragon and there is Game of Thrones and they have no relation, I'm watching House of the Dragon for the first time. There is a lot of, like, I think for this particular season, it was just there. How can you keep Daemon in one place from the beginning of the season to the end? Now, in season 1, Daemon was like a very, very good character to me. So locking that entire character in one place because you're trying to make him fight with demons and getting him to, in my own opinion, realize that he has to give Rhaenyra like the chance to be queen and all of that. It's fair. It's fair to me, but I think they spend so much time not doing so much. Yes, I know that like there were so many things that happened, from Aemon to Aegon being like I think burnt by Dragonfire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those interesting parts. But like the general season 2, there was not so much that happened. And like this is a movie where there is so much expectations. My own opinion, a general view of House of the Dragon season 2, it was till it finished. I don't know how it got finished. Let me be very honest. Like till it finished, I was just like, wow, okay, that's it. If I'm to rate it over 10, I'll give it like a 7 over 10. Now, mind you, I am reviewing like this is a movie on its own. But the moment you add the backstories, like the fact that you watched Game of Thrones, yes, you can now, like, you know that, okay, yes, there's so much that will happen. But like if I was watching it on my own, yeah, I'll give it a 7. So what do you think?
Okay, I think with the number you chose, right, I find it like comfortable to use that number. It's only a 6.5 in my books, but what I'll say is a 6.5 and not exactly a 7 is, I mean 6.7. What I'll give it this way is, I think for season one there was maybe concrete material for like the team to work with, because I think season 1 was perspective of Daemon, which is the Rogue Prince, and they were able to like spin a lot of things that got people hooked to it. I was like, it's another show from Game of Thrones storyline, and it's also given. But I think what happened to season 2 is I feel season 2, it's more of, because the way I see it is the whole like ecosystem of this book, A Song of Ice and Fire, this particular like story, it's more like history in the A Song of Ice and Fire. And one thing about history, it's never accurate. It's from one person's lens, right? And with that to get now, imagine you are getting history inside a fantasy. I feel like they fought hard to like tell us that history in a way that we can like understand it, and they tried doing it. I give them like a very good round of applause for like doing that well. But for most people that like maybe have read encyclopedias or read like the book itself, you probably have an overview of what has happened. But watching the movie, I feel like things that got bad was like them trying to like add false narratives. Yes, I understand they're trying to give a perspective to both sides and everything, but it didn't like maybe come out the best way it should, because the pacing of the movie, I felt like there were a lot of unnecessary things that was added.
Fact.
Yeah, like in as much you want to tell that story, I feel like you could tell it in a better way that doesn't have to like go to that angle and that lens. For instance, we all know Damon had a nightmare when he went to Harrenhal, and Harrenhal, like for the whole, like Favor said, for the whole season, like there are better things Damon could have done. For instance, even this scene where I think the particular episode where the the guys in the Riverlands, those two families that had like issues, there's a scene that one other family had to go do something bad to the other family. I felt like with the budgets they had, would have loved to see the battles. I know that for one show we never got to see the battles of any of those stuff that happened, and this was like going to be quality content. One thing I think what God succeeded was God was able to play on the lesser Game of Thrones, on the lesser characters. So even if it's as maybe Battle of the Bastards, you got to see how they fight.
Do you
went
understand?
Down. But in this case, you get now, it was just on the Team Black and Team Green. Everybody else was just a pawn.
Okay, so sorry to cut you. You know that in Game of Thrones, for everybody they want to describe, they give some, not everybody, but at least 70% of the families, they give some background, and you know, okay, this is what is happening here. Now, I believe so much, like you said, it's more like history in the fantasy, you get. So, if this was history, this is even a wider room for them to give so much rich history.
I mean, we're hearing about like Sahaito were having like a battle. I don't know, maybe it was off the, they don't want to pay so much to have him on screen, I mean, but like, would have loved to see what his problems were after he got a sack letter from his grandson. I was tired of seeing Dragonstone. At the point, I knew the ins and outs of Dragonstone.
It was so
and
bad.
King's Landing, Aegon's Keep, Balon's Keep. So it was like I feel like they downplayed a lot of things they had, because yes, it's two ways. They didn't have so much material, but yet that gave them the free room to also explore the material itself, because they were not constrained, and they were majorly nitpicking on things we didn't need to know. Like for instance, in the beginning they gave us Cregan Stark in the beginning of the movie, and off the screen we didn't see him anymore. A lot of things happened after, like it was like shown. I mean, we could have gotten like a back story to it. So I felt like I read somewhere, I saw the budget of the movie, and to be honest, they didn't do a lot of things without budget. That's just my review. So it's 6.5 for them. I'm expecting season 3, because I heard that there's some battles that was supposed to be in this season.
But that's my problem. My problem is, in Game of Thrones, you never always needed to see a battle to enjoy the movie.
Well,
do you understand where I'm coming from?
I feel like that's
so you could just see a story of maybe Sansa and Tyrion when they're married, and it's not necessarily a battle, but you're now seeing another story of Arya learning this and learning that with the Medivh. It's not necessarily a battle, but you are entertained by what you're watching.
Exactly. That's where I'm also coming from. But because I'm saying that in these other like places I'm mentioning where they could have put plots on. I mean,
I feel you.
It's all about like fights. I know it doesn't concern the actual Team Black and Team Green, but I mean, it felt like as if the whole of Westeros never had places to go, because for throughout the movie, Rhaena was literally just in Dragonstone. She never moved. Yes, we understood she could not move, but as far as I'm concerned, there are like 5 kingdoms in Westeros. I mean, 7 kingdoms. Nobody went to the Dawn to like get the Dawn's help. Nobody, okay, I think Dawn wasn't conquered yet, but nobody went to like, okay, North was gone to, the Riverlands were visited. The Crown Land is already owned by the King's Landing people, and also that was where like the first battle we got to enjoy in the show happened. So I felt like it was just a meh thing. I enjoyed it because I mean I'm a fan of fantasy, so but like the whole thing just get us in sure.
Okay, so if I'm to ask you, what is your best moment in House of the Dragon season 2? Just pick one.
I think the best moment we got to see, we got to like have in that movie was basically, I won't say the whole Aemon and Rhaenyra's battle. I think for me was get the point where Targaryen's children or bastards were all summed up and they were trying to claim a dragon. I think that was also an epic part of like the movie. The whole dragon not just bending to the wheel easily. I mean, it was something we got as television. Yeah. So I feel like that was it for me.
I think I 100% agree with you. Now I'm not trying to bash the movie, but the movie was so just there that was my best moment too. Like watching the movie and seeing Rhaenyra summon Targaryen, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, if these dragons burn everybody, she would have problem with her council, because there was some kind of you not doing this. So the fact that she stood her ground as a queen to actually get them to try out, and they knew the consequences, that if you try it out and the dragon is not interested, you're roast. Your burnt meat. So seeing different people come and try it out, and at the end of the day there were some people that could actually claim the dragon. Like I think it was amazing for me too. Finally, one last question for this. So what are you expecting for season 3? Like, yes, these are your reviews for season 2, but like from this your reviews, what can you build on?
Are you asking me to like talk about the plot?
No, like yes, they have a plot, but from what they had a plot for season 2 too. Do you understand? They had a plot for season 2.
Oh, okay.
And you watch it to the end. And now with the same plot they probably have for season 3, what do you expect for season 3?
I feel like whoever I want to see season 3 I was expecting to see season 2. That's accurate. So it might come to the point that we go to season 3 and season 6 will see it. So I don't want to even try. Like the thing about it, I feel like how consumption is right now is if you put so much expectation to something and it comes and it delivers, you just get angry for no reason. And so just Farabale.
Personally, if you ask me what I will not speak so much about this, but because of how there were so much expectations for House of the Dragon, like we waited for season 2, and season 2 came and there was not so much I could hold on to. Personally, like he said, I'm not going to put myself in that space to expect anything. Mine is whatever they bring, I will take. But to me, if season 3 doesn't make so much sense, that's the end. Like I'm giving it 3 seasons of grace. I'm not stressing myself like that again. So they have to like actually.
You will still watch them. I go plan for you.
I know, but like so I don't have so much expectations for season 3. I just want to see how we get, and like I will try to enjoy it as they bring it up. So that is it for our review for House of the Dragon season 2. Yes, if you think that there's another way you want to see how the movie, like how you think the movie was to you, yes, please feel free, like say it in the comment section. Let's have a conversation, let's talk about it, and let's move from there.
It's surprising to me that we actually even agreeing to some
No, to be honest, like for House of the Dragon, this is one of the things that we agree on.
Yeah, like, I feel that way.
We agree on the fact that it was not a good show. Normal wisdom will tell you, see, when there is a budget for a movie is supposed to, I'm like, bro, it doesn't make sense. Leave the English alone. Like, do you understand? So for this particular one, yes, we agree on it. Next, we are going to be reviewing the most hyped, the most spoken about, the most electrifying to some people, the most the most sketchy album. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing Ashake's album Lungu Boy. Did I get it correct?
Lungu Boy. Lungu Boy, yeah.
Lungu, not Lungu.
No, not. Yeah, I know it's Lungu.
How do they pronounce Lungu? No, Lu is
now,
not.
O, if you say Lungu now, O now.
Lung longs. I don't mean longs.
Lungu now, Lungu Boy.
Oh, Lungu. Oh, yeah. Lungu Boy. Yeah. So we are reviewing Ashake's most spoken about, most electrifying, most featured Lungu Boy album. So yes, stay put and watch us actually speak about this particular one. Don't go anywhere.